Earlier, new corruption indictments in the town of Oyster Bay. More than a half a dozen people, including the former town supervisor, are now charged.
Yeah, that corruption scandal has rocked Oyster Bay for months. News 12 Long Island's Rich Barat takes a look at where that town goes from here.
I think it's crazy. I think it's very unfortunate.
Trevor Connolly of Oyster Bay says the corruption charges that continue to plague the town are the talk of his community. 3 more indictments today, 7 people charged, including former town supervisor John Venditto.
It needs to stop.
Joe Saladino was appointed to the role of town supervisor by the GOP-controlled town board 5 months ago. The former assemblyman is doing all he can to distance himself from his predecessor, Venditto, a fellow Republican.
Former Supervisor Venditto and his inner circle have become the national poster boys for public corruption, and under my watch, we have turned the corner and we are cleaning house.
But the leading Democrat in the race, Dr. Marc Herman of Woodbury, says the only way to truly end corruption in the town is to sweep the old Republican guard out of office.
Acting Supervisor Saladino is a loyal soldier, a former employee, and is cut from the same cloth of former Supervisor John Venditto.
For candidates on both sides of the aisle, speaking out against corruption is pretty easy. After all, voters don't exactly have much of an appetite for corruption. But the question is the issue on its own enough to drive voters to the polls come November?
Long Island has a horrendously low voting turnout. That's true in Oyster Bay.
But Connolly says he thinks town residents are so fed up, they'll show up in November.
I think everyone has a pretty nasty reaction to it around the town.
And these latest corruption arrests could also play a role in county-wide elections come the fall. But again, as Newsday's Joy Brown pointed out, voter turnout in the county is traditionally low, especially in non-presidential election years. We're in Oyster Bay.